Hello, everyone, and welcome to your January quick read, January 2023. And this month is going to be a fantastic month. We're starting the year with a real bang, and the whole year, according to the cards that I've drawn, is going to be pretty spectacular. I mean, there are a few bumps along the way, but nothing disastrous, no big catastrophes or anything like that. And we're starting off the year with the 10 of coins, and I mean, financially, you can't do better than the 10 of coins. It's hard work, earned rewards, pulling off a difficult venture. It's time to celebrate. Like, everything you've been working on has come together. I mean, it can mean things like inheritance, because it's about ancestry, about passing things on, sharing things with your family, having the resources to do that. It could be a pension, it could be that you're settling down, or that you found financial stability. That's what the 10 of coins is all about. And it's a really, really happy financial situation. Really, really happy. And then from the wisdom of the Tao, I pulled the Sun card, which is innocence. And it says, you're on fire with success through the radiant energy of the sun. Dreams are coming true, targets are being reached, and innocence is being rewarded. Your children or your creations are soaring into a bright future with uplifting fortunes beckoning. So this card is really about, celebrating again, giving thanks and praise, being in gratitude, being excited that the work is all paying off. And this is in like the first month of the year. I mean, we really couldn't ask for anything more. I actually have something coming in January that this is great for me. I'm just going, yes, please, I'll take it. So really, probably there's not really much to watch out for in January. It's looking like it's going to be a fantastic month. Now, the Divine Doors additional advice card that I pulled is the Sacred Lotus, and it says, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So this is not just any old success. This is something that resonates with you deeply, something you've been working towards for a long time. It's independence too, like financial independence on both counts with these cards, and it's fulfilling a spiritual, karmic kind of moment that you needed in your life. So that's January, which is looking absolutely fantastic. Welcome everyone to the quick read for February 2023, and we've gone from last month being a financial just extravaganza. This month is a creative extravaganza. Oh my goodness. We have the Ace of Wands from the Tarot of the Divine, and it's represented here by a Chinese folktale, which is the magic paintbrush, and it's all about divine inspiration. It's about, that sudden creative force that just overtakes you. It's that moment before the ink hits the paper on a new novel or a new work of art, where all the inspiration and all the possibility is just laying in wait, and you know it, and you're excited by it, and you're passionate. And it's all of those things. It's the creative spark. It's new beginnings in creativity, as it were. And then it's come out with the wisdom of the Tao card of power, the dragon. And I am a dragon, so I love this card. and it's saying that there's smooth soaring ahead. You can lead with authority and mystical power. You are blessed with innate courage, tenacity, and sophistication, but you are your greatest challenge. Refrain from self-criticism and doubt. Ultimate success is predestined. This is a very lucky card too. Dragons are lucky. They're the only mythological creature in the Chinese horoscope, and they are all about having that inside view of things. Like, just got innate good senses. Like, nobody else might have any idea what you're doing, that everybody might think you're crazy, but you know you're not crazy, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody else. You just have to do what you know is right, because these cards are saying, oh my God, you are so on the right track right now. Just keep going, because there's so much potential and possibilities here. Now, the Divine Doors card that came out as additional advice, funny enough, is the Art of Life. And it says, there's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. So what it's saying is, yeah, be passionate about your passion. Do it even if nobody else understands it. It's all about you moving forward, you innovating in a new direction, and everybody will figure it out sooner or later. But right now, you are just on fire. Welcome to the quick read for March 2023, and this month we have some fantastic cards for manifesting. This is all about manifesting this month, so whatever you were up to last month has led you here. So from the Divine Tarot of the Divine, we have the Magician, which in this particular deck is represented by the fairy godmother, which is a French fairy tale, which would have developed into Cinderella. And what it's about is about having all the resources you need to make the magic happen. She is actually the perfect representation of this card, which, because all the ones from the Tarot of the Divine are based on either gods or fairy tales or myths and legends sort of thing. And yeah, she's all about having the ability to change raw materials into something wonderful. And it's really about, making the magic happen and having all the tools to do it. So this is originality, this is self-confidence, skill, also breakthroughs, and resourcefulness, pure and simple. And it's so interesting that this card then came out with opportunity, which is the snake, from the Wisdom of the Tao. And this says, you're on the right track. It's an opportune time. You are a wise soul and a practical strategist. Know your motives and anticipate the successful outcome before you make your move. Keep it cool. And isn't that what magic's all about? I've been talking about manifesting, and really it's about already feeling the energy of being where you want to be. It's about being able to be there like it's already happened. That's how you weave the magic. That's how you know it's going to happen, because you've already been there and seen it happen. And this card is saying that, your time's finally arrived. You've garnered a lot of wisdom from years of contemplation and planning and experience. In fact, this card is telling you that the planning stage is over. You're about to make a move, a really, really smart move. Now, the little Divine Doors card that came out with this card is patience. Everything will soon come to light, and then you will see that things will be all right. So this is a month of pre-paving in March. There's definitely things brewing. Could be romance, could be career, could be a creative project, could be family, could be anything. But whatever it is that you've been working towards, you've got the financial resources, which from January. February, you got stuck in and started being a bit creative with it. And this month, you're weaving the magic to bring it into manifestation in March 2023. Welcome to the quick read for April 2023. And this month, from the Tarot of the Divine, we pulled the Judgment card, which in this deck is represented by the Monkey King. And we also, from the Wisdom of the Tao, pulled Longevity. Now, Judgment, of course, is the reckoning. It's the final reckoning. It's an ending before starting a new journey. Past actions and decisions determine your future events. So if you haven't learned your lessons, you're kind of doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over. But this card is talking about improvement and forgiveness, a change in perception, absolution, and rebirth. So I think more than having someone judge you, this is about you judging you. I think that with the Longevity card, it could even be affecting your health. You could be getting in your head a little bit. Now, with longevity, it's about having longevity, obviously, but it's about attending to things before they become a problem, especially take care of yourself on all levels. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to attain mental clarity and physical wellness. You may need a different approach to the situation at hand. Be flexible. Now, the Longevity card is also about, taking a deep breath, taking time to enjoy the stars, getting out in the sun. It's about reminding yourself what peace and tranquility feels like. A change of luck is before you with this card. Your hard-earned freedom, came from having heightened perception, and your mental clarity came from needing physical nourishment. So these two cards together to me is saying you need to have to slow down a little bit in April and actually take a bit of good care with yourself. Take a bit of a breath, because I think there's already been a lot happening this year, and in order to maintain that kind of stamina and stay with the program, you really need to just take a step back and take a breath and enjoy your freedom, because I think that with everything that's been going on, there's a lot of independence, both financially and from a creative perspective, that you've achieved already this year. And interestingly enough, the divine doors that came out for this month is freedom flows. And it says, don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. So again, this is not just it's not just a whim, everything that's going on. This is something that you've been working towards, and it's really important to you. But sometimes we just get so caught up in what we're doing that we suffer for it. And April is a warning to just, take it slow, get anything you need seen to, so that you can get on with the job feeling revitalized and fresh, as it were. So yes, in April, just a little bit of self-care, a little bit of self-awareness. is going to go a long way and help you go the distance. Welcome to the May Quick Read. Again in May 2023, the focus is on you to find balance and kind of defend your position. Because here we've got, from the Tarot of the Divine, we've got the Seven of Wands, which is really all about endurance, fighting for your beliefs, having perseverance, or mounting a defense. It's about being prepared against all odds to stand up for what you believe in, and to have such courage that will even inspire those that are against you. So I think it's about having clarity in what you're doing, so that rather than having to fight for you to defend yourself or to defend your position, you can explain it in such a way that people are going to be able to sympathize or visualize, or come to the party on what you're talking about. Now, the card that came up with this month from Wisdom of the Tao was the Balance card, and this is the Immortal Woman. And she's about creating a balance between what you desire and what you can accomplish. This card is asking you to abandon prejudice and ego and see other perspectives in the situation. Find harmony in things material and spiritual. Be at peace with the world as it is now. It can be a big blessing in disguise. This is about gratitude, being grateful for everything you have, where you're at now, because you're in a really, really good position. So even though you feel like you've got something to prove this month, just be grateful for what you have, and you'll get more of what you want. I say this very often because it's true. And I think once you're in a good position, if you can radiate that energy, I mean, it's much, much easier to catch bees with honey, right? So if you can be excited, and when you are explaining yourself to others, your excitement, your enthusiasm will be catchy, as will any aggression that if you decide to go that way instead. So much better to actually be excited and know that other people are going to understand. Once they understand, they're going to come to the party because they're going to be excited for you, because you've got something really brilliant going on. So the card that came out with the additional advice that came from the Divine Doors is the card Intuition. And it says, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know the truth by the way that it feels. And oh my God, that sort of perfectly describes what I was just trying to say. Because your words can either cause pain or they can heal. They can either make people excited or they can make people angry. So this month you have a choice. You don't have to come out all guns blazing like the guy on the Seven of Swords. You don't have to be smashing people over the head with a hammer. You can be much more like the woman in this Balance card here, the Immortal Woman, who is still, and she's confident and she's serene, and she knows that in the end she'll get away because she's right. And other people will see that once they understand what she understands. So, welcome to the June quick read. Here in June, I think where the last couple of months, April and May, have been fairly physically based. Like April was all about healing, May was all about expressing yourself to others. I think this month is much more about getting back and having a rest. Kind of like you were in April, but this is more internalized. This is all about recouping your inner strength, your inner power, and going back to that inspiration that you were having earlier in the year. Now, the first card that came out is the Four of Swords, and in this deck, it's represented by a Norse myth, which was about a wolf that the Norse believed was going to end the world. So what they did was they bound him up and chained him, and so while he still represented a threat, there was respite for the moment. So although maybe you haven't completely got to where you want to be with this project, I think it's time to retreat for a little while and work on yourself and go back to the original inspiration, because this card is about sanctuary, about recouping, having, doing some meditation, being passive, seeking counseling or counseling others. So again, this is much more internal this month, because what came out with the Four of Swords was inspiration, water. And this card is encouraging a burst of creative energy, new passions and inspirations. You need to take advantage of it. Feelings and sensations can be overwhelming at this time. Use this opportunity to manifest your desires, but maintain integrity and emotional intelligence. Now, this is all about the element of water. The water element nurtures life and creativity, especially music and art and various forms of communication, including book writing and public speaking. So water is key for intuitive senses. This card signifies an inherent or learnt gift of seeing and knowing beyond this physical plane. So again, this is about being in touch with that interdweller, that your higher self, or whatever higher power you look to. It's about stepping back and getting in touch with your creative space, because when things are overwhelming, rather than sinking into those emotions, this is about transmuting them into something more positive. So rather than getting depressed or getting overwhelmed, sit down, do some art, go and do some gardening, do some cooking, write that speech, write that book, whatever it is that you do creatively, because that's going to be your inner power this month. And that's exactly the card that came out of the Divine Doors Oracle. Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. So there will be no harm in stepping back and going back into your creative little cocoon for a little while in June. I mean, it's winter here, and so it's always the best time to get creative, I find. So yes, a little bit more of an introspective month, June, but use it creatively and it'll be really, really beneficial. If you would like a private reading with me, you'll find numerous readings over at allthingstraci.com.au. Or if you would like a week-by-week general reading or a monthly private reading, come and join me at my Patreon. All the links are below. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.